Hey everyone, I'm Parker, co-founder of Deco Exchange. Ever been told that crafting is just a hobby? Well, we've turned our passion for crafting into a thriving 8-figure business, surrounded ourselves with an incredible community, and learned countless valuable lessons along the way. From navigating business challenges to celebrating wins, we've seen firsthand that makers mean business. Join me as we dive deep into these stories, strategies, and secrets behind making your craft a successful enterprise. Because here at Makers Mean Business, we're all about proving that makers aren't just making, they're building dreams and running businesses. What is up, you guys? It is Parker here with the Makers Mean Business podcast. And y'all, I'm back for episode 6 today of live selling. We have a whole series going on, and this is the 6th episode. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about community. Y'all, we talk about community a lot. It comes up a lot. There's a lot of different paths to growing your business, and one that has been really, really crucial to our growth and our success has been community. So it always comes up. It's always something that we value. It's always something that we try to, show the value of to other people trying to grow their business or other business owners trying to start or grow. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today, specifically in the light of selling online. I know we've talked about doing just live videos in general. We've swapped between talking about regular live video and selling on lives and doing all the things. The reality is you can use it interchangeably, and the same rings true with community. So I have a few kind of high-level topics I want to talk about for this episode. The first one really with live selling is if you want to have engaged and active customers, it's important to build in the community aspect of I think we've spoke about it before as well, the know, like, and trust factor. You want people to know you, to like you, to trust you, especially if you're a small business, especially if you are the face of your business. Having that kind of personal connection with your potential customers, with your viewers, is very, very important. And the reality is it converts. It develops that relationship between you and your customers, you and your community. And it just really helps make sales, honestly. So when you're doing these videos, whenever you're doing a live sale, make sure that you're also acknowledging the people that are there. I know it might sound just like very obvious to some people, but when you're on camera, when you have that, you press that red button and you're live, it's hard to remember all those things. So just keep in mind that the people that are chatting with you, that they're choosing to use their time and spend it with you. So make sure that you acknowledge that. Make sure that you're interacting with them in a way that's not just shoving sales down their throat, but also talking to them. The next thing that I want to talk about is a continuation of having that conversation with your viewers, but it's leveraging feedback and getting insights from what they're saying, what they're doing, what they're liking, what they're not liking. If you've ever watched me on a live sale, I'm constantly looking through the comments. I'm bringing up certain things that people like or don't like about a product and addressing them. It's invaluable information. And I'll just throw a crazy example out there. The people who buy for Walmart or Michael's or whatever, they don't necessarily have that immediate connection with their customers. They'll send out surveys and there's all that secret shopper stuff and all those kinds of things to get some real-time data, but nothing like what you can do when you're on a video and actually talk to a person that's shopping with you or interested in what you're trying to sell. Getting their feedback, getting their thoughts, maybe you don't like this one, what would you think, Susie? Or, having that kind of open conversation for immediate and real feedback is super duper invaluable. The next thing I wanted to touch on with this episode was collaborations. So we have brought on an additional sales team. You guys have seen Coach Megan and Coach Jordan and Coach Tammy and Coach Mel and a lot of Coach Stacy. A lot of the other coaches that work for us for the creative coaching have also stepped up to do live selling as well. And part of that is Damon and I don't want to be selling all the time. We want to develop a bigger brand than just me and him. But the other part of it is it brings in a different type of experience. Some people just might not like me. Some people might not like Damon. So we're bringing in variety. We're bringing in people with different tastes. We're bringing in people with different selling styles. So having guests on your lives are definitely something that you can look into. It may not be something that you want to do all the time, maybe not right off the bat. Maybe you want to develop your own thing. But I really just wanted to bring that up in the aspect of community, showing support with other members of the community, bringing in guests from adjacent niches or people other influencers that your same customer might know. It's a fun way to bring the community together around a specific event. You can make it a big deal. You can make it a nonchalant deal. You can do all kinds of stuff when you talk about bringing in a guest. There's so much that comes into people on with your live sale. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And it honestly, as someone who sells a lot, who does a lot of live video, selling our product, it's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. And having someone there with you definitely makes it easier, at least for me. Having people that can tap in and do some selling while you take a break for a day or so, that can also be very helpful. I'm just bringing these kind of things up because there's some things that we have went through over the years and some kind of things that we've learned to make work for us. But back to the whole theme of this episode, y'all, the community aspect of live selling it's what makes live selling so great. Yeah, you're getting your product in front of people that are actively looking for stuff, and you're showing off your product, you're marketing it, and all the things that you have to normally do to sell a product anyway. You're just doing it all in one video. But honestly, y'all, I think the most valuable thing is just having those customers, having that community there with you live, getting their comments, getting their feedback, getting all of the things that they like and don't like, getting things that they want to see more of, getting things that they want to see less of. Maybe they've spotted some trends that you haven't seen. Maybe it's endless. The possibilities when it comes to being on live video in general is just really, really powerful. But the important thing to remember here is if you don't listen, or you have to be willing to listen to get that feedback. It can be hard to take constructive criticism. It can be hard to have someone saying that they don't like something, or they wish you'd have done something differently, especially when it's something as intimate as a handmade product. You put your kind of blood, sweat, and tears all into this one, let's just say a wreath, and someone's like, oh, I don't really like that. That can be hard to hear, right? It can be hard to hear. But I think there's a lot of truth to criticism sometimes, and it's important to at least acknowledge it and sit with it for a minute to kind of get a true kind of reading on what's going on there. I'm hoping that's all making sense, you guys. I think the community aspect of a live sale, the interaction on a live sale, is just second to none when it comes to getting real-time feedback. And I'll give y'all another example here that might make some more sense, even to the extent of Damon will be listening in on a video, and people, especially when it comes to the print shop, we have our print shop. We sell door hangers and metal signs and all kinds of stuff that we make to order. Damon will be listening in on feedback during a live sale where we're showing off a different sign, and someone might say, oh, I wish it had pink instead of blue or whatever. And Damon can, in real time, create that listing and bring it up for us and show it. Like, we can just have it there and be like, oh, Julie over here wanted the blue one. Here's a blue one now that we have available. And that's just something the bigger businesses can't really do as easily. There's a lot more red tape. There's departments that are separated. They're in silos, so they can't really do all the different pieces. They'd have to talk to the design team. The design team would have to talk to the product team. The product team would have to get a sample and all these things. Us as smaller businesses, us as entrepreneurs, that we have the flexibility and the agility to do that kind of stuff in real time and to make changes immediately without having to get approval of 50 different departments, right? I think that's one of the great things. It's hard to sit and say, okay, how do we beat Michaels at their own game, so to speak? Nothing against Michaels or anyone like that, but it may be daunting to think, okay, this big corporation's already doing that. How can I make something different, or how can I be different, or how can I stand out? The fact is, you have that agility, you have that power to make moves very quickly to get the customer feedback in real time and to make yourself stand out that way. So y'all, this whole episode, I really wanted to highlight the power of getting real live feedback during your videos, on your live sales, on your live videos even. It can just be invaluable. Y'all, next episode, I'm going to be talking about a little more advanced strategies. I know I covered a lot of the basics. I covered a lot of general information if you've never done a live sale before, what you could be doing. But this next episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about more advanced stuff. Maybe you've already turned the camera on and you're ready for more. This next episode is going to be for you. Y'all, I'm going to end it here. I'll catch you guys next week on the Makers Mean Business podcast.